I'm going to be making dandelion syrup. It is sometimes called poor man's honey, or vegan honey, or dandelion honey, because it's kind of like honey. But you need 4 to 6 cups of dandelions, like this. You just want the heads. You don't want the stems, and you don't really want the green part either, but I'll have to take all those off here in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and soak these in water just to make sure there's any bugs or anything in there. They get out. Now that these have soaked for a bit, I'm going to drain them and rinse them, and then I'm going to get rid of all of the green parts. Petals separated from mostly the green parts. There's still little bits on there, but it'll be fine. Now I'm going to make an infusion. You want to do an infusion, you don't want to do a decoction. These are petals. You usually save decoctions for like roots and berries and things, but flowers are delicate and stuff, so you just want to do a nice infusion. And I'm just going to cover it. And I'll just let it sit and do its thing for at least 8 to 12 hours. You don't want to go any more than 24 hours. It has been 24 hours, so now I need to just strain it and measure out how much liquid I have, because you need an equal amount of liquid and sugar. So if it's like a cup of liquid to a cup of sugar. So I'm going to go ahead and strain it out here. I'm going to get all the petals out of there now, because I'm just using a coffee filter. Whenever you can figure out how to do this, do it. And I'll switch this and throw it away, and just keep doing that until it's all measured out and poured in here. I ended up getting 8 cups, so I need 8 cups of sugar. I'm just going to do 6 cups of white sugar and 2 cups of brown sugar. And I'm going to turn my heat on medium here, and go ahead and pour the sugar in. There we go. I added 6 cups of white sugar and 2 cups of brown sugar. You could just do 6 cups of white sugar, because I just do all white sugar. I'm just going to mix this around until the sugar dissolves. And I'm going to add, you can add lemon juice, or I like to add citric acid so it doesn't change the flavor of it, make it like more like lemon. But you'll need either a whole lemon or some lemon juice. I'm going to use citric acid. And I'm just going to mix that in there. That'll just help preserve it a little bit longer. This is not like a canning recipe. This stays in the refrigerator. I've read things about it being shelf stable, but I just don't know how comfortable I feel about that. I know it's just syrup, so it probably is. But I keep it in the refrigerator anyway. So I'm just going to mix this around until it begins to simmer, and I'll be back. Okay, and it's trying to boil and simmer. I'm just going to stir it and watch it. It's been 45 minutes. I'm going to test it here. So I have a little cup of ice. I'm just going to take a little bit of it. It looks really runny, but as it cools, it gets really thick. So I'm just going to put it on this spoon, or put the spoon on the ice and just sort of move it around. Put the spoon on the ice here. Move this around real good. And the ice will cool off this little spoon quickly, hopefully. And you'll be able to see just how thick it is. I'm gonna go maybe another 10 minutes and then I'll be back. Another 10 minutes or so, so I'm gonna take a little bit here and test it on a spoon with some ice. Just let that cool down and see how thick it will get. Yeah, that's nice. And honey likes, I'm going to go ahead and call this finished. Turn off my heat. I have some jars here that I'll clean. This is like, so this is just going straight into the jars right from the pot here. I'm just going to fill up the jar. I have a couple full and a little more than a half of very full jars of what is right now very hot honey substitute. And once that thickens up, I'll be able to use it for all kinds of things. But I'm going to keep this in the refrigerator and it'll last for quite a while. And this is how I would use it. Put some in my tea. And I really love it on waffles. It's very good. It's really a lot like honey. It makes a great substitute. And especially if you're, allergic to bees or something in honey, or you're a vegan and you can use, I said vegan sugar to make this. Or if you just can't afford honey and you kind of like the taste, but you have lots of dandelions and sugar.